Nah. Yo, what's good, man? It's episode 8, Primo Sports. We in the motherfucking building, man. It's your host, Jake, spreading love with my co-host.
You already know who it is. It's your boy Lex. Welcome to another episode of Primo Sports, where it's all game, no hype.
No hype, man. We out here, man. We putting out the content every week, man, no matter what. So we gonna start it off. You know, we got a lot going on in all types of sports. We got boxing going on, man. The Serrano versus Katie Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We got the NBA 2K covers.
Yup.
You know what I mean? We got shit going on right now. You know, we got Bronny versus Cooper Flagg. We're gonna touch on a lot of topics today, but we're gonna start off with Bronny versus Cooper. You know what I'm saying? Summer League matchup. I don't know if you've seen any highlights or you watched any of the game.
I caught a couple clips.
Right.
Caught a couple clips.
So what's your evaluation on Cooper Flagg and just Bronny going into year 2? What do you see happening? You know what I mean? Like, what's your kind of prediction, I guess you would say, with both players?
With Coop, he has a good potential to go pretty far this season with the team that's around him. Let's hope Kyrie gets back in time. But I could see him being like a 15 to 18 type of guy.
Off the rip?
Off rip, 15 to 18. He does have decent skill, decent athleticism.
Right.
I think Bronny right now, he's in a good position to really showcase what he can do, but not necessarily on the offensive end. Even he mentioned it, that defense is something that he might have to lay his hat on. And from the couple times that I've seen him guard Coop, he kind of locked him down. You know what I'm saying? He kind of put this so not for
put
nothing.
The little hands, you know what I'm saying?
So not for nothing. Like, I feel like that honestly might be Bronny's game. Like a defensive player.
Right.
So like I think
like a two-way kind of.
Kind of like I see.
Not really too much on the offensive, but more like
so I
defensive
think like
stopper, Holiday type vibe.
I wouldn't go as far as to say Drew Holiday, because maybe his offensive game still
But I'm saying like potential.
Maybe right now I could see him at like.
Like if you was to see Bronny at his max potential, what do you see it as? What player? If he hits his max potential, what type of player do you see him as? Can you see him Drew Holiday if he reaches his max, pretty much? Or can he go beyond? If
he's able to get his scoring up a little bit more, if he gets more of an opportunity. But right now, where I could see him at right now, is probably like a Avery Bradley type of situation.
Right, man, shout out Avery Bradley. That's a good name drop.
Because defense. And then over the course of time and over the course of the years, Avery Bradley got better with his jump shooting and stuff like that.
Right.
But he's always known for defense, and that's what kept him in the league and what kept him on the floor a lot of the time. So I think that if he goes and probably study players like an Avery Bradley, I think he has the potential, if we're going off of that, just being like a defensive player, he'll be better than a Tony Allen. Because Tony Allen he wasn't a scorer, but he can lock down some guards. He's gonna give Kobe, like he gave Kobe a headache.
Yeah.
So I could see him being on that type of level right now. Let's see what he does offensively with this next season, because remember, he didn't really get the chance last season.
And I'm not really sold on. I'm not ever sold on G League and Summer League shit, because in the G League he come through, he averaging like fucking 30, getting 29 and 10. I'm like, but then he go into the league and it's like 5. Now, I mean, I know you're not getting as many minutes, but you could just tell the difference in the game. Like, I can't keep going off of this Summer League, G League shit. But it is your second year. It's his second year, so the way I see it is like, all right, now you can start. You're going to get more playing time. I don't know if it's going to be with the Lakers, but as far as like, I think they're going to still probably do the G League shit with him for a little bit. Because it's not... Guarding Cooper Flagg is not telling me nothing because you're guarding a rookie. So if you like maybe locking down somebody that's on their second year as well, maybe an up and coming type of person, then I could kind of see that.
Not for nothing,
but
let me see what you can do against somebody like a Maxey.
Yeah, and like Cooper and real shit, Cooper shot like shit for the game anyway. So it's like even they show like 2 highlights, and that's the thing, bro. This shit be driving me nuts with these. Shout out House of Highlights because I like, you give me some good content and all that, but it's like y'all be gassing shit. A motherfucker scored 2 points and they'll show that clip like 80 times and be like, Cooper and Bronny going at it.
They hype
Brother, he had 10 points and shot 0 for 5 from the 3 and was like 5 for 20 something.
Like, not for nothing. If you
like,
if you look
if anything,
at
you want to look
stats,
at, you want to say Bronny had the better game.
If you looked at both of their stats wasn't
really crazy, but if I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna be like
anything.
Bronny had the better game. If you want me to be real, it was like I just can't keep. I understand you're gonna go with the click, the shit that's hot. You know what I'm saying? It's Cooper versus Bronny, so you're gonna pick that shit. But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, bro, the motherfucker had 10 points and shot 5 for 20. Son was 0 for 5 from the 3. Like I'm not hearing that. Like y'all gas and shit.
Was that his first summer league
game? And I'm not saying that means your ass. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like, stop. You're showing. You're putting captions like Cooper and Bronny going at it. Going at it's a stretch, bro. Like they're just.
And then even then, how many times did they really?
This is what I'm saying. You're showing like two highlights.
Because I only really seen 2 clips where they were like head to head.
So you had the one. So you had the one where Cooper was trying to do a back down, right? And Bronny smacks the ball out. I think they ended up calling a foul
or some shit.
And Bronny's like, bro, what the fuck y'all calling? And then after that, Cooper gets the ball, turn around jumper in Bronny's face. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's
like
cool.
the two clips that I seen. It was both Bronny on defense on him, and both times he was able to like either steal the ball or do something to fuck up the shot.
Bronny scored the first 5 points of the game.
And how much did he finish with?
This is what I'm saying. Like when you look at the numbers, they're not crazy.
Not for nothing.
It's like to say that they're going at it is like
it's almost like watching like a preseason football game. I love football, but I don't watch preseason football because one, the starters only play literally like probably 4 plays and then they go and sit down. And then after that, you just got the second year guys, the rookies, whatever.
It's no indication either on what the season's about to be.
Exactly. And then at the same time, half of the players that we're watching on this particular team, we're not even going to see them.
Bro, I've seen...
We're not going to see... Half of these dudes are not going to either make the team or either be on this team because they're going to be on another team. You know what I mean? So it's like... I wait till the season. When the season pops off, them first few games, like in football, you're going to be able to determine it more because there's only 17 games. So, in a sense, they're playing hard off rip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once you get
summer league
shit in basketball, you're not. It's like it's almost like people going to play a UCLA game. Go play a UCLA pickup. You know what I mean? There's really nothing. I guess it's preparing the players, the new players, for what they're gonna see. But even what they're seeing in the summer league is not what they're gonna see in the league. They're not seeing the Jason Tatums. They're not seeing the Jalen Brunsons. They're not seeing the superstar players in the summer league. You're playing dudes that are at your caliber, so it's almost like you're watching another G League game.
It's almost like you're watching college again.
Exactly.
It's like we're watching the NCAA tournament extension. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the most you're going to get is like a second-year player in there. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's like the most experience you're really getting in the fucking summer league. You know what I mean? I ain't going to lie. If you in your third year, you in the summer league,
we may have to talk.
I don't know where you're going with your career. Right.
Because this is 3 years in a row that you're in the summer league.
Why are you doing summer league third year? You need to be... you might end up just starting for the, I don't know what.
The Shanghai Sharks.
Yeah, we might put you.
For real.
Yeah, we might put you with the European, we might put you in some European
you might
shit.
Play in the Canadian league somewhere, something like that. Because it's like, if you're 3 years in, and you're still going to the summer league, then there's something that's just not.
You're really a bum. I ain't gonna lie.
It's
like,
just not.
Respectfully,
I don't even want to say that just because it's like you made it to somewhere that I wouldn't reach.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about bum
like,
as far as
for them.
Everybody else, right?
I got you.
But it's like they gonna bust. They gonna kill us.
Right. But it's like, yo, you're 3 years into the summer league, bro. What are we doing here? Like, where are you not improving?
Yeah. Because why are you still in the summer league?
Where are you not improving? Who do you need to talk to that's gonna help you improve? Because there has to be some type of improvement. You can't come in being at 5, putting up 5, and now you're putting up 6.
But you know what? Speaking of that, I could say this though. I see that Bronny is working.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean? Like, I respect that kid's grind regardless. Like, I think he's got unfair scrutiny, but it just comes with the territory of being, LeBron's son. But you could tell the motherfucker work at his shit. Like, he really is in the gym, you know what I'm saying? Like, I respect that type of shit, and I think that's it. For me, his max potential is solid bench point guard. Like, I don't see him being a starter. Not now. Like,
yeah, he still has a lot.
Because the thing is, the creation is not there. So, and you're gonna be a point guard, bro. You're not gonna really be nothing else because your height.
I was gonna say that too because of his height too.
So you gotta be a PG, right? Excuse me. Your starting PG is never gonna be like the guy that's really good at defense. I need the person that can distribute the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe if you're in the perfect situation where the superstar is, the forward or the center, and even in that aspect, I'm not seeing you really, like, all your highlights are you getting a steal, going dunking, making a 3. It's never like dimes. So you're gonna be a point guard. I could see you being a good backup, a solid backup, max potential.
Can you see him being similar just because he was just in the finals, similar to like a TJ McConnell, except more athletic?
No, because the bag isn't there from what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you come off of screens and you're good at pulling up, but you're not. Like, TJ really could create and knows. I think what it is with TJ too is like it's just what comes with IQ shit.
IQ, yeah.
So it's like, and he knew like, okay, I didn't have the upbringing that Bronny had. I'm not gifted athletically. Like, I don't dunk or none of that. So I had to learn to go around the basket, pull up my midi quick, like, because what he was doing is he stops on a dime and he pulls up before you could get your arm up, what I'm saying, to block it.
Makes sense.
I don't see Bronny really doing that, but I do see Bronny being a solid backup. Max potential, too. Okay. With Cooper, a lot of players a lot of greats didn't have the great performance, have a great performance in their first summer league game anyway. If you look at it statistically, I think LeBron only had 10. A lot of other players didn't really go crazy first game of summer league. So I'm not going to go off of that. What I'm still going off of is the same shit I said last time. Is the athletic ability really there? I'm seeing you being able to move, but again, you're moving against summer league people. You're basically playing in college again. Now, when it comes to you playing in the NBA, you're dealing with a lot more faster pace. I don't know if you really got that Bayou.
No, I don't see no Bayou neither. He seems he doesn't look fast.
It might be Michael Porter Jr.
Okay.
It might be that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Maybe a more consistent one. Okay. Because
his shooting is a little bit better.
Hey, if you could be that consistent, that's Michael Porter Jr.,
he got a chip.
Kyrie's not, but the thing is with him, Kyrie's not coming back this year until playoffs, if anything. Right. It's a torn Achilles, so it's at the most it's playoffs. Luckily, not luckily because he tore his shit, but luckily it happened, before playoffs. It happened a little bit ago. So
He had a little bit more time to heal.
It's not as fresh as Tatum, Halliburton, and none of that. You feel me? Like Halliburton, his shit happened in the finals.
Right.
That's as bad as it gets, honestly, because that
was
means
just a month ago.
That means you're definitely not playing.
Yeah, you're not playing all season. Yeah, and I think the Pacers even made the announcement too. They're sitting him for like the whole season.
Even playoffs, whatever. It don't matter how far they go.
They're not even gonna. They're not gonna try to even force it, which I think is smart for the Pacers because he's, you can still add something with Halliburton, and with Siakam. You know, if they're able to still hold on to Siakam for another year and he stays, you can still do something with Siakam.
You got to figure out something with Siakam for sure. Like
you're gonna have to do something to keep him around because he's been in the league for a little while. You know what I mean? He's not old or anything like that, but he's been in the league for a little while. He is a champion. Yeah. So he's gonna be expecting playoff potential, championship potential. Because he's that type of player.
It's crazy,
and he earned that. He really earned that.
I would really say too is with Halliburton, you need to it's a good idea to sit him down, of course. Mm-hmm. I would say while you're sitting him down, I don't think nobody really thinks about this is prep your mental now, Cause you really got that kind of I wouldn't say kill. Prep your mental now, cause you really got that kind of the moments of in this moment I would take the time to teach him the moments of in this moment I would take the time to teach him where he needs to be aggressive, how he needs to be aggressive, especially when it comes to playoff time, because time to teach him where he needs to be aggressive, how he needs to be aggressive, especially when it comes to playoff time, because we were talking about that the whole time. Bro, you 30, or whatever, 25 and 12, and then you 6 points, 2 for 7 shooting. Mm-hmm. What do we, you know what I mean? So it's I think now it's take the time to prepare him mentally, because I'm going to be real. I don't know, bro. The shit changes, all because they could, bro. The fucking Hawks were in the Eastern Conference Finals not too long ago, and they're ass now. You know what I'm saying? So who's to really say what the Pacers are gonna be if the organization? I know they have Rick Carlisle, so that's a good coach that'll kind of keep the structure. But at the end of the day, you lost a piece in Miles Turner. Was he really balling? But not really crazy in the finals. But he was
a piece
significant to their run. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So it's a tough league, man. It's tough to keep up. It's tough to keep up.
And just professional sports in general is just super hard, especially when when you're dealing with injuries like this. And when you have, your star players that are suffering from injuries like this, because then now it not only affects the team, it really affects the whole organization. Yeah. Because how are they going to move forward now? You know what I mean?
How hard are the crowd going to really cheer when you really know it's we might be alright in the regular season or some shit, but
how patient are the fans?
Right.
Because
I feel like Indiana, they better be patient. Because
coming over here, you come over here, there is a certain standard, and when you step into the building, you see it. So, and with this fan base over here, just speaking of the Boston fan base, we are fickle. You can have a great game. You have 2 bad games. We want to fucking get rid of you.
Yeah, it be happening.
You know what I'm saying?
New York same shit. Knicks
bro,
same
if
shit.
you fuck up, you could be the greatest fucking dude, but the moment that you fuck up, you're getting it. You feel me? And it's there's no patience with certain fan bases. So it's that has a lot to do with it too. But then going back to the Halliburton shit, there's a lot that he's gonna have to be thinking about now too, because now with the Achilles injury, how is it gonna affect his game? How are there certain things that he's doing now that might take something away from it because of the injury?
Yeah, sometimes you come back scared.
You know what I'm saying? Because even when KD talked about his Achilles injury, he said that, I had to take the sidestep 3 out of my game because I didn't have the same amount of lift, didn't have the same power. Right. So it's with how Halliburton plays, is that going to affect his game in any way? Is Dame's game going to be affected in any way? Is Tatum's game going to be affected in any way? So there's just a lot of things that, that has to be thought about. You know what I'm saying? It's not just only the healing from the injury and how can I step this up?
It's really a mental
how is this going to affect my game now?
Yeah.
Once I'm out there able to go out there and play, am I going to be just as effective or less effective? Or what if it makes me better? Just off of not necessarily off of athleticism, but now it just heightened my IQ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now it almost made the game a lot more easier for me. So what if it turns Halliburton from the 25-12 to a 28-15? Or maybe a 28-10? You know what I mean? Like the scoring goes up because he's just able to find different ways to score. You know what I'm saying? Maybe his shooting becomes more efficient from certain spots. So it's a lot of things that go into it, I feel. Like for everybody that's going through this particular injury, it's going to affect everybody a little bit differently. So that's going to be the interesting thing, I think. How it's going to affect their games.
So moving on from that, since we talking about Halliburton was somebody that was in the finals, and if he would have won, probably would have been on the cover of the new 2K.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't. SGA won, obviously. Finals MVP, MVP of the season, scoring title, All-Star. He is the cover of the 2K, standard edition.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the deluxe edition, I would believe, is the Angel Reese one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the legendary is my dog, you feel me? 3 to the dome, Carmelo Anthony, you know what I'm saying? So we'll start off with the first cover. So we got SGA. Do you feel like it's pretty much a fucking dumb question because obviously he deserved it, but how do you feel about it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like
well deserved. I don't see no problem with it.
Okay, so I think honestly, I think the better question would be Angel Reese's. Do you feel like if we're evaluating the WNBA right now, that she would be the one to put on the cover?
I'm not mad at it because it's marketing.
Right.
You're marketing the people that people are watching the most. And
yep.
You can say what you want about Angela's game. You're watching it.
And she's actually been hooping.
You're watching it, and she is a champion at LSU.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she is one of the faces of the league.
Yep.
So if you want to sell if you're selling the product, and not for nothing, it's not to sound like an asshole, but she's better looking than like a Caitlin Clark.
Right.
You have to sell.
Yeah.
You have to sell. So people like to look at good-looking things. Guys are going to look at Angela, think that she's cute, she's good-looking, and might want to buy the game just strictly off of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Girls looking at pretty girls. They see a girl on the cover, they're just now getting into women's basketball or just basketball in general. I'm grabbing that.
Right.
They may not know Caitlin. We know Caitlin because of the game and what she's doing. They know Angela, though.
Right.
So you have to go with the marketing, what's going to sell. And on the business end, that's going to sell more than Caitlin.
Sell more than Caitlin is crazy, though. Because, like, I feel like I wouldn't. But for me, I'm not even saying this because I don't even think Caitlin should have been the cover for real. Like, I don't understand why Aja Wilson isn't the cover.
You could have even went with that.
I'm at with it because, like,
you could have
MVP, champion, all this extra shit.
But that's probably why.
And it's like, why? My thing is like, but she really been hooping for a minute, and I understand that these girls are more publicized, and they came in and like they're doing like Caitlin's doing different shit. Obviously, you know, she's shooting from the logo, doing all that extra shit. But it's like, I'm a champion, I'm an MVP, I got the signature shoe. Mm-hmm. Right now, she's the season 8 like theme for 2K.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I feel like if we're going like, I get sales. But if that's the case, then
Because you
why
also
would
have
SGA be the cover then?
You
Because
also
he's not
to-
the most marketable person.
Right, but
if
he
you're
did
looking
just win
at,
a championship.
he did just win a chip.
So that's gonna bring more fans in because he just won a champion. He just won a championship.
Right, yeah.
With Asia, she's been in the league for a while, right? So in a sense, she's already established. The league is trying to establish the new stars now. You feel me? And in order to do that, you have to kind of push that a little bit more on for sales and marketing wise. Asia's established, and at the same time too, Angela and Caitlyn are more publicized right now, right?
Yeah.
Because their little feud, if you want to call it that, they're the ones that are most talked about now and all that. Like I said, Asia, she's already established. We know her now. Like we already know.
Yeah,
as
we
a champion.
do, but we should know her more. That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta put her as the cover.
But that's the thing, though. We are gonna know her more. Because listen, if we're putting Angela here, this is the new star, right? So if the girls are going to watch this new star, when they go who does Angela play for?
She played for Chicago Sky.
All right, so she goes and plays for the Sky, right? A new female fan is peeping this because of Angela, right? A new young girl is peeping this because of Angela. But then she goes and plays Asia. And the people who are already hip to Asia, who are hipping this young girl to Asia, are telling her, yo, nah, this is the GOAT right now. You feel me? She's the one with the chips. Now that's going to make this younger girl go back to going to YouTube and all this other stuff to do a research on Asia. But you have to establish your new stars to keep the league flourishing. Right. If we keep trying to push Asia, then it's after a while it's gonna be like, all right, we seen Asia.
Right.
Now we're trying to push these new stars because that's gonna open up the doors for now the Jujus when she comes into the league and all these other girls that are coming into the league.
Right.
You feel me?
I hear what you're saying, but at the end of the day, she's a new star, but 2K just started doing the WNBA shit, incorporating that shit. Mm-hmm. So therefore, it would all technically still be new. Like Asia, yeah, she been in the league, but she ain't never, no girl or none of that shit's been the cover of 2K. Like, or you know what I'm saying? So like,
Angela's more relevant than Asia right now.
She is more relevant.
That's why
but it's like, what are you doing as the league to make sure that Asia gets pushed? Or is it that Asia has to do more?
She is getting pushed because she has her sneaker deal. She has the signature sneaker deal, and she's had a few sneaker deals.
Yeah, but I just think she should have been the
cover. You know
cover.
what I mean? And then on top of that, you said that she was already on another cover, right?
And nah, she not another cover. She's just the theme of the 2K season.
So all right, so now we're using, so we're still using her, right? So she's still being used. So there
be Angel then. It should be Caitlyn then, because Caitlyn is way more the face of the WNBA than Angel is. If you want to go off of like,
but you have
who's more.
Right. But people are gonna, but also people are, but the
like she bring more. Like if you go to the stadium, the fucking more fans are gonna be there for Caitlyn to see Caitlyn Clark ball than Angel. Angel just started hooping. And let's be real, like she was really not hooping for real.
Right.
She was really just shooting ugly ass shots, getting fucking me bounds and all of that shit. I'm not gonna lie and say she's not getting her in her bag now, but the face of the WNBA is Caitlyn Clark.
I feel you, but a simple way to answer that, who would you rather look at on the cover?
I'm looking at Caitlyn Clark because I don't care about looks when it comes to a W, when it comes to an NBA, when it comes to an NBA cover.
But you're a basketball fan. We're basketball fans, right?
Yeah, but kids are gonna buy this game and all of that. They're not gonna give a fuck whether Angel look better or not than Caitlyn.
But the people who aren't basketball fans that are just getting into basketball fans, that's the shit that they're gonna look at.
I mean,
that's what they're gonna look at. They're not gonna go off of Caitlyn balls harder. I just started watching ball. I don't know. I'm just you see, nigga, she look better. That's gonna sell.
But she's not more popular though. She's just as popular. I would say she just as
popular. They're both popular.
She's popular.
Angela has, and at the same time, Angela has the signature shoes. She's doing shit outside of basketball to get her name out there, and not for nothing, for an ad for For the fan who is not watching basketball, who is just getting into women's basketball, when they look at the cover, they want to see something pretty. They want to look at something prettier. Us as basketball fans might look at, they should have did this because Caitlin's balling harder. But for the average fan, they're just going off of what they see. It's like with the East Coast, West Coast beef. An average person that's just walking by and see on the cover of the Vibe magazine, East Coast, West Coast. Nigga, there's a problem with the East Coast and West Coast. When in all actuality, all rap fans knew there was a problem between fucking Bad Boy and Death Row. That was the issue. But the regular fan that doesn't know shit about hip hop and they just walk by and they see that cover, it's East Coast versus West Coast. And they're riding with that.
I hear it, but niggas ain't buying that shit, bro. Like niggas that know a motherfucker that is, if you buy 2K because you want to play 2K. There's nobody that goes, I'm gonna buy 2K because this girl looks better on the cover than like I'm gonna get fan, yeah. Nobody's gonna do that. They're gonna play 2K. They don't care about the game. Like if they're a basketball fan, they're gonna care about watching basketball. Right. They're not gonna care about buying the basketball game as much. Like, and even if they do, they're just gonna be like, who's more attractive? It's like.
But it all really ties in together.
Because that's the case. We're gonna go off of but it all ties together. More attractive males. Like we're gonna put
it all ties together. Because then it all ties together.
Because then that means that you're like secluding. Because then that means you're like excluding females from buying the game at the end of the day. Because,
you're not.
Because then that would mean you have to put a hot guy to be on the cover, so a girl that's a casual fan or doesn't really know about basketball is gonna be on
half of the people that are buying 2K games are guys anyway.
I'm just saying though, but you're saying if I'm a fan that doesn't know or like I'm somebody that's just getting into it, that could be a female or a male.
Right. So and they're gonna want to pick something that's prettier. That's what I feel.
So then you would have to think that same aspect for the female to buy the game then. So you would have to be like, I'm gonna put
because a female
attractive male.
Not for nothing.
So
a female will buy that.
But that never happens in 2K though, nigga. They put whoever's
because
nice
the
on
people
there,
that are buying because the people that are buying 2K are 2K. And the people that make 2K are trying to sell to the people that play basketball, who watch basketball.
Right.
That's
why you're not going to care. Right. So
the people that are just getting into basketball, women's basketball is popping right now, right? Now you got more women. More women are that means more women are starting to watch it. Right? The women who don't know it, they know Angela Reese probably more so than they know a Caitlin Clark because of what she's doing outside of there. The bullshit that's spoken of, whether negative or positive, that's good publicity on each side for her. Whether it's bad publicity or good publicity, it's great publicity for her. Because it's only going to make her brand grow larger. Shorty got a whole podcast. All we know Caitlin Clark for is balling. There's girls that are gonna buy the game just strictly because of, I liked her sneakers. I like the way she looked in that outfit. As stupid as it may sound, there are girls who are gonna buy it just strictly off of just wanting to support her.
There's not a girl that don't hoop that's gonna buy that game, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's no girl that's gonna be like, I don't hoop. I like how Angel looks. I'm gonna buy the game. Nobody's gonna do that. Shout out, bro, in the fucking building, man.
Primo. They will though. Like as stupid as it may sound.
I don't think no girl's gonna. I disagree. As stupid as it may sound, or anybody's gonna buy the game like because of how Angel looks on the cover.
Like I said, it's a marketing thing. Marketing wise, you're gonna put Angela on the cover. It doesn't have nothing to do with the ball skills. Marketing wise, what's gonna look better on the cover? What looks better on the cover of this game right now?
I don't know.
That's my opinion.
That's your opinion.
That's the way I feel about it. Because when it comes to marketing, like I said, you want to do what sells. If Caitlin is doing something more than what she's just playing ball, then maybe
I would agree with that if the market was just towards adult males. But it's like the game is literally rated E for everybody. It's
exactly.
From kids. So kids ain't gonna give a fuck. Like a motherfucker 10 years old is not gonna really. Maybe when you start getting like 13, whatever the fuck. But it's like
you'll be surprised. A lot of people would just look like, especially a lot of little black girls. They'll sit there. I want to buy the cover with Angela Reese on it.
Right, I mean that could happen, but then you're gonna say the same thing. Oh, the little white girl's gonna want to buy the one with Caitlin Clark on it. So then, and if we're really going on the demographics, the white people or white girls are gonna buy the games more than the black culture because they had the money.
They had the money.
So then, why wouldn't you want to market it towards the white culture then?
You have to check once again. Like, we have to go and check the demographics of what's buying what's more. Are the black girls buying more? Are the other white girls buying more?
Yeah,
what's the age bracket that's buying?
You would have to check that.
But at the same time, when it comes to the male demographic, 90% of the male demographics are not buying anything with no female on it.
To be honest, because 90% of the male demographics not even buying the woman version. Though.
Exactly.
So
they're
why
either
would
buying.
That even matter?
So they're either going to buy the mellow version, or they're going to buy the SGA because that relates to them. When they're trying to market to the women, like I said, it may sound stupid. It may sound stupid as fuck. But marketing wise, yes, you want to have the best looking thing on there. The best
for a girl though. Yes. That's what I'm saying. That don't make no sense for a guy. That makes sense.
Even for girls. Even for girls, because even girls go to strip clubs.
Like girls are gonna
girls like to look at pretty
but
shit.
you talking about the girls are gonna buy 2K.
Yeah, they will.
Not talking about
it all ties together. It all ties together though, because like I said, if a little black girl sees Angela Reese right there, they're gonna be like, "Yo, mom, buy that game for me."
I know, but we just established that the little white girl's gonna do the same.
So it doesn't. And then at the same time, what if there's a little white girl that's like, "I want that cover"? Like I said, it's all marketing and sales. What is gonna sell more?
I don't think the look
What's
shit
gonna
matters,
sell
bro.
more?
I don't think the look shit
What's
matters.
What's gonna sell more? What is more attractive? What is more appealing? Nigga, Angela's more appealing.
I heard what you're saying.
Caitlyn has a better game. Yes, when we watch the game, Caitlyn's going to work. Caitlyn's the better player.
I hear what you're saying.
Appealing wise, you're gonna go with Angela.
I hear what you're saying. I just don't think that they're thinking like that. I do.
Marketing wise, I think businesses think like that. You got to do what sells.
I think businesses think like that, but not every business is thinking the same exact way, bro. I don't think 2K is thinking like that at all.
I think they're thinking like that because
one, it just doesn't make.
Are they right now? Right now, it's like their season is only 20 games or some shit like that. There's only a certain amount of teams. They're constantly. They're only they only get paid a certain amount of shit. This league needs more help.
Right.
This league needs more help. So now, all right, we're gonna put you here. But bitch, we know you the one. We know you the one.
Who's the one?
Marketing. Caitlyn. We already know that Caitlyn's the baller. We already know that.
I hear what you're saying.
We already know that. We know that. But even in the NBA, does the best player always make the 2K cover? Or who's popping at the moment?
Lately, they've been putting like.
You know what I'm saying? But if you go through 2K covers, has it always been the best nigga, or is it just who's popping at the moment?
It's been a combination of both.
All right, so
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's been the who's popping, nigga. It's been nigga. They put Jordan on the cover, nigga. He been retired for. Forever. Right. They put Kobe on the cover, rest in peace. Like,
and that was what? Those are like special editions, right?
Nah, just like in a regular edition. That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna put this on here because people want to see that.
It's not really. That's why I'm trying to tell you, because I'm telling you from the perspective of somebody that gets the game every year. Just saying to a certain extent of like. Looks do matter and all of that shit. I don't think when it comes to this game particularly it matters. That's what I'm trying to say. I agree with what you're saying. I think everybody goes off of, most people do go off of like what looks better. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think 2K per se really does, just because I've seen so many variations of covers. I've seen a cover where they had 3 players on it.
Nah, I respect that.
You feel me? And it wasn't really technically who was the most poppin', really, bro. They had Blake Griffin on there, and he was never like the top player in the league ever. But that's what I'm saying. But they had him with Durant, who was a top player. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's all over the place. It's not really like it's a poppin' or it's not. It matters what they feeling. But lately, I ain't gonna lie. The last 2 seasons, it's been who's the champion. So like Tatum was last year's, or I guess this year, and then 2K26 is gonna be SGA.
So what if this is one of those moments that 2K is like, all right, we're gonna put this one here. She's here because even you going off of the Blake Griffin shit, saying that he was never whatever, but he made the cover, right? Because he was just popping. He was super popular at that time, right? Yeah. He was super popular at that time, so it's like, nigga, we trying to sell. We are trying to sell, so we're gonna put him on the cover. We are trying to sell. The WNBA isn't as popping right now. It's starting to get more popping. We're gonna just put her on the cover. It doesn't mean that Caitlyn's never gonna make a cover. We're just trying to get something that's going to open up the door for the people to keep paying attention to the WNBA. So we have to do this right now.
Yeah, I ain't mad. Like, I'm not saying that
we have to do this right now. This is a little bit more marketable right now. She's a little bit more popping right now. And is this chick still injured, or did she come back? She came back, right?
Yeah, she came back.
Okay, so she came back. So that's good. This chick done stepped up her game a little bit more, Angela, right? She's doing a little bit better, scoring wise and shit. So she's doing her thing. So, like I said, maybe Angela gets it this year. Maybe Caitlyn gets it next year. We don't know.
No,
we don't know how it's gonna go.
I hear it.
I just feel like for a marketing strategy, what is gonna sell more right now? And I just feel like Angela's gonna sell more because of the controversy that's behind. Like, I don't even think she has crazy controversy. It's just, what people say about her and shit. Yeah. And she just constantly talked about in a negative.
I feel like it wouldn't dip off in any type of way. I feel like if it was Caitlyn there, she would produce the same numbers or whatever. But look, that is what it is, man. We just agree to disagree on this shit. But at the end of the day, my man's Melo is on the motherfucking legendary cover, you know what I'm saying? So 3 to the dome. Shout out my man Melo. We're gonna be there at the, you know what I'm saying, the Hall of Fame and induction and all that. I feel like it was well deserved because even though Melo wasn't, he never got to the championship, never got to the finals, certified bucket, certified culture kind of person, you know what I mean? When you should have had rookie of the year over Bron, definitely. I mean,
once again, a marketing thing.
I mean, yeah, but you're talking about rookie of the year and shit. We're not talking about that. Has nothing to do with the 2K.
I feel you, but I'm only using it as an example because it's like this nigga clearly had a better year.
Yeah, and I agree with you.
But they was trying to push that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. No,
we're
I'm
trying
never
to push
saying that
this
marketing don't matter. But what I was trying to say is that Caitlyn Clark and Angel are, to me, the same amount of marketability. Like, it's not like one trumps the other one crazy. I think they're both marketable as fuck.
They are.
But, they are. And Melo, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can say what you want. Bro, things never really went his way in his career. Like, he had to go against Kobe. It's tough, you know what I mean? You're going against Kobe that was on another level of shit too, because this is Kobe that's like, yo, I gotta get a chip. I just lost to Boston. I need to get back. So, and then when you run in with the Knicks, Stoudemire gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? First season running with him. I feel like if Stoudemire would have been able to have been healthy, man, we could have seen some real good potential. Especially when Jason Kidd and Tyson Chandler, like the year that Melo won the scoring title, it's just Stoudemire couldn't stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? And when people want to talk about defense, bro, it's hard, okay, pause, to play fucking defense when I'm literally all of the offense. Like, you got to understand the burden that he had sometimes. Like, you could be like, oh, he ball hogging. Bro, he had nobody to pass to. He gotta make his own shot. I got nobody to go to. If I pass it to him, he missing. If I pass it to him, he turning the ball over. So it's tough, man. Like everybody that tries to think like, bro, it's hard to play defense when I just had to put 40 fucking jab steps together and 3 hezzies and to get a bucket because nobody else is really doing shit for me right now. So, it's hard to win a fucking chip, man. It takes a team. So you want him to play defense and all that shit. Okay, what about we commits to defense? Now you don't get them 30. Now you get 20 from him. And now we lose by fucking 40. So it is what it is, man. I feel like he played the game the right way. I don't think he cheated the game. I don't think he was lazy about shit. And I'm not just saying, I was not even the biggest Melo fan for real when he first started. I started liking him more and more when I seen him hit a game winner in Denver versus Bron. Like, I'm seeing like, oh, nah, he really liked that. And then nobody coming to New York. You know what I'm saying? We wanted Bron. He ain't come through. We ended up signing Stoudemire that year. It was like, that's crazy. That's cool. But it's not Bron. Bro, Melo came through. And like, it really felt like, yo, I finally got a superstar on my team, bro. I ain't never felt that shit before. Pause, because like even Allen Houston, not a superstar type player. This is I could get you 40 any night. I could get you 60. 62 in the Garden. Mostly off jump shots. Not like pure jumper, pure, you know what I'm saying, basketball savant. I think he's well deserved of that legendary cover. And I'm happy for him because he's really kind of completed like a cycle. He's been on NCAA cover. He's been on the NBA Live cover. Now he's on the 2K cover. Like, he's really out here, man. Shout out Melo, man. Stay mellow. And I like it. I like it. Even I'm not just saying this as a Knicks fan. I would have said it if I wasn't a Knicks fan. I think it's well deserved. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out my man Melo.
I'm just a Melo fan. My man's put me on to him, my man Dweez, back when he was at Syracuse. So I was already kind of hip to him. And just watching him, man, I just always appreciated his game. I felt like literally he could do whatever he wanted to do offensively. His jumper was just so pure. He was a bully in the post. He's gonna board up all day. And yeah, like his game, he's somebody that you just love to watch play basketball because it just looks so pure. It just looks so natural. Especially, like I said, his jumper was just pure, bro. Like,
yeah, man, straight water.
There's nothing that you can do with him. Like, you could put him in a phone booth and he's getting a bucket, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he's getting a bucket. It don't matter how he's getting a bucket. So him being on the cover, I think it's just dope. I just think it's just more love that they just showing Melo because, you know what I mean, he deserves it. I mean, he has the most Olympic golds out of all the NBA players. So it's like, bro, I mean, if he, with no chip, but he has those.
Yeah.
And he has an NCAA.
And you're a Hall of Famer, man. Once you're a Hall of Famer, that's a chip right there in a way,
He's a bucket getter, and and I really hope that his son Cayenne, you know what I mean, gets to the league and is able to take the game even further. But yeah, shout out to Melo, man. He's a dog, bro.
And hey, Boricua too, man. So he's a primo at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Gotta respect that.
With him. He and all his other ventures that he got going on. Shout out to the podcast and all that.
Yeah, and the shit he doing PR too, man. Always with the courts. You know what I'm saying? Dropping,
I fuck with Melo, bro. Always a fan.
Listen,
I don't care what team he's on. I'm a Melo fan.
No bullshit, shot. You got respect game at the end of the day. That's what we do here.
Cause I never hated the Knicks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I never had a hatred for the Knicks. There was never that for the Knicks. I mean, the only Red Sox Yankees is, I guess, the deepest it'll go. But other than that, it's like, I never had no hate for the Knicks. But seeing what he was able to do, in New York when he dropped 60, that shit was fucking crazy.
Cooking.
He was on one that night. He just
cooking
on one. But yeah, man, it sucks that he didn't get to win a chip, and especially like how his career ended, like him just bouncing around, like nobody holding on to him. It's like,
the black ball was crazy.
Bro, this is Carmelo Anthony that we're talking about here, bro. This isn't some just run-of-the-mill dude. You know what I'm saying? This is Carmelo.
Yeah, like
Anthony,
respect him when he say, I don't want to come off the bench. Like respect what he's saying,
man,
bro.
You know
like,
what I'm saying? Or if you do want him to come off the bench, make it make sense for him.
Yeah,
you know
approach it. Yep.
Approach the situation in a different way, because a lot of times it seems like they're approaching him in some cornball shit. Like, I mean, like what was it? OKC, they're telling him like, nah, you can't shoot those. Only this dude can shoot those type of shots. We just want you to shoot these. And it's, bro, this is Melo.
Yeah,
you just basically said don't play basketball.
Yeah.
You just put him in a corner somewhere. Like, that's Carmelo fucking Anthony, bro. You can't do that, bro.
Have respect for who he is, man.
No, bro. Respect that man's game, bro, and what he brought to the table and everything that he did. So it's well deserved for him to get this cover. To me, I feel like that should be the top selling one. I could, I understand SGA one. And
his is the most expensive one.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, but
I'm getting that shit.
But this is Melo.
They did it for Kobe, and I got that Kobe version. Like, the Kobe version was the most expensive one. I bought it because it's like he had just passed. R.I.P. Kobe. I just had to, bro. It's just like these are people that I respect and I admire. Man, I've been a basketball fan since I was a kid, but so since we were saying something about Boricua, Puerto Rico, all that shit, we got this fight that's fucking probably about to happen in like 20 minutes, to be honest. So Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor 3. Just give your evaluation and prediction on what's gonna happen. So like just what you see from the first 2 fights, and then what do you have? What's your prediction for the third fight?
I feel like Amanda won the first fight because of her 5th round. The second fight, I guess Katie won that. I guess you can give her that one. What I can say is both these girls are they're tough, yo. They don't go down. They bang. So I'm gonna give her that. I think Katie's a lot quicker. So I think in order for Amanda to win this fight, she's gonna have to really set her emotions aside, because coming from seeing like some of the interviews and stuff like that, she's still upset over them last 2 fights, especially the last fight with the headlight. She feels like
she won both.
You know what I'm saying? So she's really upset by that. So I think she's gonna have to really set those emotions aside and try to get it done within the first 6 rounds, because it seems like once she gets past the 6th, maybe 5th or 6th round, she starts to lose a bit of her endurance, and it seems like Katie gets a second wind. And Katie's tough enough to where she's not falling, she's hanging in there. Yeah. So I don't think Amanda she should allow this fight to get any further than the 6th round to prove her point that she did win at least one of them 2 fights. And for Katie, I think she has to, in a sense, continue to do what she's doing, and try to stick and move a little bit more and try to stay away from this girl's power, because when she is hitting her and she is connecting with her, I feel like she's doing some real damage to her, and it can affect her.
Serrano to Taylor? Or
to Serrano to Taylor, because it's like when I feel Serrano's hitting Taylor, Serrano has more power.
Right.
So if she's getting caught in that corner and not able to box out and get into the center of the ring, it may fall to her disadvantage, and it might fall more to Amanda's advantage, because now she's not moving so much.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But Katie has to continue to stick and move, keep her head moving, and use her speed, because that's probably her biggest advantage in this fight, her speed.
Yeah, for me, I would say the first fight was close. I could see it kind of going either way. The second fight, I seen Serrano winning that, to be honest. I feel like I mean, when you look at the numbers, she literally landed more punches than her, so that's kind of crazy. But I understand damage has a thing to do with it, but I think that she's just more susceptible to cuts at the end of the day. Like, I feel like she kind of get hit, and it's easier for her to get busted open, especially if you have scar tissue already there. If you get hit there, it's going to cut open easier. I think Serrano had to. I hope that she really locked in on the cardio shit because of we can't have. She in the last fight. I wouldn't say it was really like a gassed out situation. It was more like what happens is you get gassed out more when you're getting hit too. So like it's hard to keep your cardio up when you're getting punched. That shit takes away your cardio. And Katie was really staying in the pocket and they were trading blows, but it would kind of be like one that Katie hit her with would seem to do more damage. It would maybe make her stumble back a little bit, but Amanda would still come through and hit her with more volume. So and it's gonna depend on the judges too. Like sometimes these judges don't know what the fuck they're watching, to be honest.
Like,
so
they're
not even like they never box. They don't have no fucking experience and shit. Like so you just going off of shit. I feel like for this one, I want Amanda to win, and I think she's gonna win because it's that Boricua pride. It's that I'm not about to let you get 3 on me.
Right.
Because I really feel like I won the first 2. So I have something way more to prove than Katie. Because even if Katie lose, she could always still say it's 2-1. So it's almost like how motivated are you to win the fight? I haven't won. You've been. I'm the one that's most motivated. Israel Adesanya versus Alice Pereira. 0-3 against him. Knocks him out cold second round. I gotta get my get back. It's a pride thing. I have the motivation to get back. You beat me already. So I mean I'm excited for the fight. I'm actually gonna try to watch it in a little bit. But nah man, that's a wrap for us, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. That's a good ep. That was good conversation. This is just raw shit that we feel, so we don't. None of this is scripted. We don't write none of this shit down. We just come out and give y'all a raw opinion on how we feel about these about sports that we're interested in. We're not gonna go outside to some shit that we're not interested in. At the end of the day, you're not gonna see us talk about curling. You feel me? We're not gonna
even know how to do that.
Yeah, like darts, none of that. But nah, like I said, man, it's a wrap. I appreciate y'all for showing love, man. We did it on the TikTok because it's just the lighting in here not too good for the laptop. But we're gonna start, like I said, man, we working on it. So we appreciate y'all for being with us. Lex, any parting words for the community, for the Primo Sports community?
Make sure you keep, liking and subscribing to the YouTube page.
It's in the bio.
Primo Sports, it's in the bio, so go check that. And, any likes, comments, anything you want us to talk about, throw that on there, We don't mind that. We don't mind the feedback. So, yeah, man, y'all just enjoy your night. You know what I mean? Drink safe.
Watch these fights, too, man.
Watch the fights. And,
shout out, man, Serrano, K. Taylor.
Yeah, man, make sure you rep your teams to the fullest.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Shout out y'all, man. Love y'all. Be easy. Primo out.